Hello, my moonbeams, and happy Wednesday. We are going to do a love reading. I'm going to start out with the Elemental Empath by Miyuki Rose. Absolutely beautiful deck, highly recommend. All of her decks are beautiful. Okay, we have the Inner Child. Play, laugh, be silly, healing childhood wounds. Okay, so we're looking at the feminine energy right now, specifically. No introductions today. We're just jumping right in. I have very limited time. Super duper busy today. Surrender and flow. Ride the waves. Tap into flow state. Let go. Surrendering, right? Surrendering what you know needs to be let go of. You could have been really meeting the deepest, darkest depths of yourself recently. It could have been going through a dark night of the soul. Okay, so now we're in that release state. What else, Spirit? What else? I just saw the Tower card in my mind's eye. Repeating patterns. Awareness. What is the lesson? Break the cycle. So there could have been a Tower that just really pushed you to break a certain cycle in your life that was very hard to let go of. Whew, just got really cold all of a sudden. You could be somewhere where it's really cold. Community. Connect with others. Support, give, receive. Angels. Okay, let's get one more. Earth grounding. Calm the mind, connect to the body, mindfulness, and nature. Actually, we'll do one more. Sunshine. Light, passion, illumination, motivation, and don't dim. Okay, this has been coming through like getting sun. The sun just got really bright all of a sudden. It's been pretty rainy and gloomy where I am the last couple days, and the sun just came through really bright, which makes me excited because I'm about to do a long walk after this. But getting sunshine, so important for somebody here listening. Okay, I know it takes like 40 minutes of sunshine a day to get adequate vitamin D. Not a doctor, but they're bringing this forth for a reason. Vitamin D is a hormone and very, very important for everybody, but specifically it's coming through for women here. Okay, we're gonna do the still on the feminine energy here and what you're going through on your soul path. We're gonna do a little bit of the intuitive whispers. This one is by Maud Hurst. I love this deck as well. Let this be your sign. Okay, so you're hearing something. Again, the sun very bright here again. So you're hearing something here where you're like, wow, you know, it's strengthening your intuition. We have 37, that was 37, 22. You could be seeing 222 a lot recently. Your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay, this came forward really strongly in the awareness of health, being healthy, right? So maybe making some significant changes there. 43, let your ship set sail. Okay, so it's like let your journey begin. Okay, Maybe something has been holding you back on your destiny here. And you've become very much aware of that and now letting it go, right? Maybe there was a subconscious fear of the unknown, what it would change in your life, and you're really letting that fear go right now. Not worried about what it's going to change anymore because you know it's your path. 24, inspiration hunt. You're finding out right now or setting sail on a journey to find out who you really are with none of the voices around you, none of the influence around you, right? Really going within, like, what are my likes? What are my needs? What, you know, without any influence, finding out who you truly are to the core. Beautiful. And we have stop pushing and striving. Okay, so maybe there was a bit of a control wound, like having to control things. This can really stem from not feeling safe in childhood, and it does say inner child, right? Maybe the childhood was complete chaos and you didn't really feel safe as a child, and so that translated to needing to control everything in your life in certain ways. And maybe doing that for most of your life. They're bringing up addiction too. That can translate also to an addiction because you get so tired of having to be such a control freak that you just want to let go in some way of your life. There is a huge turtle walking across my backyard right now. There's like a ravine back there. So there could be, this could have been like a very slow process, right? A very, very slow process. But I just heard it's go time. It's game time, right? Like you're ready. All right, let's hear from the Intuit Angel Oracle. Let's see what the angels want to say. Any more further advice here before we tap into what's coming in love in 2026 for this feminine who has done the healing? Gabrielle, messenger of the divine source, news, spiritual revelation, strength, new beginnings, guidance, and resurrection. Resurrection coming through so strong. Something tied to that story about the tulip where, you know, the tulip only gains its growth after the time through darkness and coldness, and to go back to meeting yourself in the deepest, darkest depths of yourself, right? Your biggest insecurities, your biggest flaws, your biggest everything, all the darkness, right? Meeting yourself there, living in that, really feeling it so that you could grow. Call on me to aid the flow of communication between yourself and God or with others. Citrine, Monday, and meditate on it. Okay, yellow, very significant here. We have Cancer energy. Divine Angel of Grace and Truth, McKittydale. Heart, focused grace, growth, light of truth, clean heart, honesty, and trustworthiness. I reveal the path to God and will restore the divine light in your heart to show you the way. Ruby, March, take action. Okay, and March just passed. So like I said, with this, let your ship sail, and to tie into the last reading, there's been a very significant ending, the seeing of the tower in the mind's eye. There's been a very significant ending to something, okay? Raziel, Angel of Magic and Mysteries, behind the veil, mediumship, divine wisdom, illumination, dreams, visions, dive deep. Dreams could be very intense right now. You could be really coming into your spiritual gifts. I enhance your spiritual gifts, infuse your heart with inner knowing, and reveal the secrets of Source. clear quartz, 1 week, and many options. Leo energy here. We also have the sun. Sidriel, ruler of virtues, miracles. Okay, something very significant here with miracles. You could have recently started a fasting and like prayer regimen, okay? Hoping for a miracle in some sense of your life, okay? And they're saying to stay in trust with that, or stay in harmony with that. Create out of nothing, solutions, reverses hopeless situations. This is coming through very important, okay? This one specifically, intervention. When you feel all hope is lost, I can help you successfully navigate what may seem like an impossible situation. Jasper, fall, there is a way out. All right, let's do one more. Angel of Haziel, angel of unconditional forgiveness, loving encouragement, mercy, fights evil, non-judgmental. That was really coming out the last couple readings. Sees only inner innocence. Okay, if you are still severely judging people on their journey, your healing, you know, your integration is not complete. Sees only inner innocence. I raise your vibration through love and forgiveness, and help you see pure heart within yourself and others. Topaz, 3 weeks, and ask the angels. So there's a lot to do with like making sure you're living your day speaking to spirit, right? Speaking to the universe, speaking to God, whatever that relationship looks like for you, okay? Decreasing that area of separation. Bottom of the deck, we have Cassiel. Keeper of karma and time, boundaries, time, discipline, solitude, rules, tears, the paradox of light versus dark, right? The story of the tulip. I help you balance your karma and teach you how to grow through life's challenges, trials, and tribulations. Obsidian, Saturday, and think twice. Beautiful. Okay. What is in store? What is going on in this feminine's love life right now? Are they even interested in love right now? Return. Wow, that came out so quick. Second, and I've been so tongue-tied, so maybe this is going to come forward. Someone's going to be tongue-tied in their in what they want to say here. I just heard confession, return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Okay. Oh, we have this card already flipped up. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. I'm hearing a song. Some say that heaven, they can't wait to go to heaven. But I don't know. Lying here next to you, I don't know how anything could be better than this. Heaven by Kanye Brown. That could be significant. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Somebody has not spoken their feelings. Fantasy, daydreaming. There's a lot they want to say too, because these cards are just jumping right out. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. I just heard making this fantasy a reality. Time, waiting, cycles, moments. There were things that you had to go through before this could come forward. Things you had to release. Oh my gosh. Just as I was saying that, releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. There were things that had to be released. And sometimes those cycles can be very, very delayed depending on what there's a spider right here on my window too. So elusivity we're talking about here, right? You know, and the fear of the unknown, like we were talking about in the beginning. It's sometimes hard to make the changes. Shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Let's get one more. Open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Someone really needed to heal their heart here. Okay, and I'm getting too strongly that could have been something that you possibly mentioned to them at the end. They just said at the end, whatever that means for you. Okay, we're gonna get Tangled Love and go a little deeper on this. Distractions, options, always busy, wandering eye, kept you waiting. Could have been something they always said. I'm busy. Really committed this time. Loyal, in it for the long run, no games. This could have been, I'm getting like Casanova energy a little bit. I don't really want to say like player, but kind of coming through like that, like really loved attention, thinking maybe that this connection was the same as everything else. And it took time here to realize that that was not the case. Stubborn, bossy, selfish, guarded, inflexible, lacks empathy. Me just not willing to see too much in the ego, right? Push, pull, controlling, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles. Exactly. So just too much in the ego, very logically minded here. Love affair, player, third party, hooking up. I'm not really getting it so much like that. It's just more of like very lustful energy and the attention, right? Like really loving female attention. It's coming through very strongly that way. Teamwork, love, together through it all, partnership, we got this. But realizing, especially with the realization card and the releasing, that this is something different. This is something different. And that is going to solidify. There's something here about just wanting to lie next to you. Just wanting to lie next to you. Something so simple. All right, let's do the Hermit Tarot and get direct messages from your person. If they spoke up today, what would they say? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? Oh, something so much about that. That's all they want. Like just to like stay in your energy for the night, like nothing else. Beautiful. I never imagined so much perfection. I just got the chills. 9 and 4 could be a 4 life path. A 9 life path is coming through. 8, strength and ego. A release of ego really had to happen here. You mirrored to them something very significant about themselves, which was really, really triggering to them, right? And that may be your job significantly as a healer of some sort. There's lots of different types of healers. Do your research and see what resonates with your own intuition. But you could have mirrored something, and possibly it was this like attention energy. Maybe you got a lot of attention in front of them and they made some judgments, some unsound judgments, right? And it caused them to clam up instead of let go in this connection with this push-pull energy. they wanted to, acting aloof is something that was mirrored in this connection. Acting like you were nothing or you don't matter, when underneath that, the feelings were are so intense. So maybe this could have looked like at first, like in the beginning of the connection, being like very flirty and bubbly and, you know, things like that. And then once they caught feelings, acting as if nothing was there. Gossip only hurts more. Do you even see me that way? Okay, so there possibly, and you can see this a lot in these connections, because that energy is not only felt by the two of you, it's felt by everybody around you, right? So, if there was anything taboo in this connection, there could have been a lot of judgment surrounding it. There's been time. There's been a lot of time though, and now they're sitting here asking themselves, do you even feel this way anymore? Maybe you made clear your feelings at some point. I know you from somewhere, okay? This is how you felt when you met them. And there was like probably no possible way you could have ever met before. But this was the energy when you met them. You probably asked yourself this, or said out loud, like, this person is so familiar. I could be your hero baby. 666, you could be seeing 666 is the number of the Lover's card. Wanting to be your protector, recognizing the need for protection, right? There is someone else, okay? There may be a third party in this connection. This may have been something that has been a delay, right? Letting go of something. There's all different types of reasons of why someone can't let go. Maybe the karmic cycle is not complete. It's hard because of judgment, because everyone has an opinion. Families, children, you know, genuinely just having a heart and feeling bad for wanting what's best for yourself when there's so many other people involved. And that's truly what I'm getting here on both sides, these two people feeling, right? Which is beautiful because you're not selfish. You are thinking about everyone else involved. All right, that is beautiful, my loves. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you some guidance. And most importantly, I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling in your gut, okay? You will know if this resonates or not. You will know if it's for you or not. All right, my loves, you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next reading. Love and light.